Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Late Night Entrep Talk here at Save One, our digital space where we have a conversation every Tuesday at 10 p.m. And this is intended for everyone of you who owns a business, wants to own a business, thinking about business, wanting to have a business, and you want to capitalize on the opportunities that this digital space is providing to you, specifically here at Facebook. So, good evening, everyone. If you are joining me for the first time, give me a big shout out in the chat box and let me know where you're coming from. I'm coming from all the way from our home, my residence. This is actually my bedroom. So, you are watching me live on the 30th of May in the year 2023. And I'd like to very specifically want to say this moment in time because oftentimes we forget a lot of things that we learn. But tonight, this is one night that I want you to remember the date and remember what you're going to be learning. So, if you are new to my space, I am a coaching professional. I am a coaching entrepreneur. And since 2017, I've been doing coaching full time. And in the areas of coaching, there are three things that I do. Whether I do it for relationship coaching, I do it for mental health, I do it for business coaching. I operate on three areas, which I believe is very important to many of us, but first and foremost, very important to me. And that includes impact, income, and influence. Now, impact because I believe that each and every one of us, whether you're from the Philippines or different parts of the world, every one of us wants to leave this world with something that we have given out, and that something have created an impact. For many people would say this is legacy. For many people would say this is the memoir that you want to leave to your space, to your children. But whether you're preparing for that final moment, for that moment that you're no longer on earth, I believe each and every one of us wants to have an impact. Okay, give me a yes in the comment. Everyone joining me from Life Coach Philippines, from Vegan Essentials, okay, from Decaf Coffee Republic, wherever you are coming and joining me from different parts of my businesses. Thank you so much for being here. Give me a yes in the chat box if you are one person who wants to have an impact. Another I that I operate on in my coaching is income. And I'm one person who strongly believe that we can transition from corporate work, from 8 to 5 job, to doing what we love, translating our talent, our passion, our special skills into income. And I believe it's possible. Okay. So it's passion to income. And the last part is influence. Okay. So no matter what age you are, okay? So whether you're in kindergarten, whether you're in elementary, you are in college, you are right now in the corporate world, you are now owning a business, or you are in a season of your life and you are building a family. How many of you would agree with me that each and every single day we get to influence someone? Give me a yes. Okay, give me a big yes in the chat box, in the comments. Okay, let me know if you are connecting, because tonight I'm gonna dive into the reality of influence when we want to grow in social media. So I'm gonna go and dive deeper tonight and talk about growth and tractions in social media. And when you want to operate, okay, in social media, it is important that you know how to create and really explore the opportunities of creating so much influence. Because by doing so, you will be able to bring not just traffic, but you will be able to create loyal customers, or who I would call the super fans. Now, tonight, I want to dive into a conversations with you that would translate to a significant change in your business and how you show up in social media once you understand the power of six areas or domains of influence, okay, that you can literally, okay, experiment on, try it on for your business and see how ethical you can influence people without showing your skin, without dancing, okay, without all those flesh, but you can literally influence people now, okay? So if you've read the caption of this post or of this video or this live, I talk about the snoopers, okay? How many of you can relate with me when you feel bad that some people or many people would visit your page, will check on your post and do nothing? All right. How many of you here have frequent visitors? Okay. Snoopers. They snoop on your on post. They snoop on your video. They are frequent goers to your digital space, but they don't buy from you. They never bought from you anything ever. Okay. How many of you who have that? Okay. And how many of you would connect with me that it's not a good feeling? You feel bad, okay? It's just like, what else can I do for you to buy? What else can I do for you to appreciate what I'm doing online? So how many of you, okay, I got a yes, okay, a me, okay? So to all our kindred coaches, okay, master coaches, me, and thank you for being here. Coach Teen, Kaichi, hello. Okay, of course, Coach Orville. I saw it kanina, pagpasok pa lang nandito na si Coach Orville. And all of you joining me. Let me just do a quick run through of everyone here. Coach Lynn, you're here. Coach Joanna, you're here. Coach Sean, you're here. Um, do me a favor, please tag a friend. Circulate this link. Send a private message to someone you know. Let them know that we're having these conversations. I'm going to share with you a very, very important not just tips, but I want you to learn tonight. And so that your conversation, your communications, and the way you share your content, your thoughts, your ideas, and everything that you do in social media will be translated to a sale. Okay. Now, one thing that's really important is for us to understand that there is an algorithm. There is an algorithm that operates and manages social media applications like Facebook. And if you go to social media, this is a space where socialization is needed. You need to socialize and you need to feed the algorithm. Now, if you don't feed the algorithm will not give what you want. But if you want truly to grow your business, to expand your reach, the people's like to really broaden people's awareness of what you do as a business owner, as a business or a service provider, then social media would really be of great help to you. Only if you know how to feed the algorithm, or they would say, if you know how to feed the monster. Well, I don't want to call it like a monster because I believe that social media is truly a powerful tool that we can all use responsibly. Okay? So, if you have not seen, okay, any of your great friends, okay, Coach Marife, you're here. Please tag your people there from Region 8, okay? If you have a normal or a usual frequent uh, viewer of our FB Live every Tuesday night and they're not yet here right now, please do me a favor, circulate the link. Don't keep me a secret. Let them know that we have started. I'm going to share with you six, okay? Six things that you can do on social media so that you can turn the snoopers into buyers, okay, loyal customers, which eventually they can be your raving fans. Now, let's see if you can connect with this, okay? How many times you felt it's tiring to be in social media? Okay, give me yes, okay, or give me a me, or give me just an emoji to express how you feel with these things, okay? How many of you here have felt that, you know, I've been doing a lot of things for social media, and sometimes I'm thinking, is there Is there someone out there really watching, really reading? Because they could not even react. They could not even give me a love, a heart. Okay. Is there someone there really watching? Is there really someone there connecting or appreciating my value? How many of you is screaming yes to this? Okay. How many on the chat box? Now, how many of you have experienced this that no matter what you do, okay, no matter what you say, no matter what you ask, your viewers would not respond. Like, they're there. Like, you can be very sure they're there because if they see you at work, you meet them in the cafeteria, like they say, hey, your post, okay, you inspire me, you help me with this. Okay, how many of you screams yes? Okay, me, and I know what you're talking about. Okay, so these are leads. Okay, in one of the past episodes, I talk about leads, and these people can be transitioned and we can convert them to a buyer and really a loyal fan, raving fan, only if you know and understand how to operate and how to push the buttons of influence. So I'm gonna share with you those things right now. Now, before I proceed, I'd like to welcome all those people if you're watching this on a replay, okay? And normally you kind of like listen for a few minutes and then you say, okay, I'm gonna this is not for me. I'm gonna continue later on because I have a lot of this announcement. Now, please, this is one FB Live that I want you to take a look, like closer look, because I want you to grow in the way you do your business. Okay. So here in Save One or S1 group of companies, I share informations. I actually share this digital space with my coaching clients, my business coaching clients, where they most of them are also owning and operating their own business. So if you are one person here and you are operating your own business, you are a coach, you are an entrepreneur from VI, you are a business partner, please share us in the chat box, in the comment, what are your products? What are your services? It's okay to promote. It's okay to let them know that you are a service provider, that you are an entrepreneur, because this is our space. Now, if you are watching, okay, I am one person who's been in the entrepreneurial side. I've been doing entrepreneurship since 2016, and I've built my multiple seven-figure businesses here in the digital space. And except for Decaf Coffee Republic, of which we have a physical space and serving like a coaching hub for Life Coach Philippines, all my businesses are operating in social media or online businesses. And so it's possible for you to thrive, okay, without a physical space. Now, if you want to see the behind the scene of the things that I do, if you want to know more about me, please visit us at Decaf Coffee Republic. I'm there every Thursday and Saturday. So Decaf Coffee Republic operates from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Saturday to Thursday. So I am there at the beginning and at the end of the week's operations of the cafe. So we just don't operate like your typical cafe. Yes, we have our Sanctus food. We've got our really really friendly drinks, and when I say friendly, it's friendly to your stomach. So if you are acidic, our coffee will not bring that acid into your stomach. If you are one person who's transitioning from the meats and you want to try becoming vegetarian or vegan like me, there are foods, there are meals that we offer so you can transition joyfully with fun and excitement. If you're also one person who's looking for um something, okay, something to really journey, okay, like be with you in your journey of becoming healthy. So whether you want to cut on your sugar, you want to change the way you consume sugar, all of those things you can find in Decaf. But here's what it is truly all about. It is a place of transformation. It is a place where you will be transformed because you are inspired to do so. There are professional certified life coaches on floor who will welcome you, help you through, guide you through. But truly, the place itself welcomes you to a space where you can feel safe, to explore, to learn, to try, to celebrate your wins, and even cries for those moments when things are hard. So please take a look at what we're doing at Decaf Coffee Republic. We've got coaching cards also in there. We've got books. We've got open mic when we open our week on a Saturday. Is a beautiful moment for us. Okay, so the host, okay, Coach Orville is here, and it's always a wonderful feeling. Okay, so I'd like you to check what we're doing at Decaf Coffee Republic. Now, we are professional certified life coaches, but more than that, I just don't coach. I am also the leader of the tribe. I am the one behind the certification classes and the coaching classes at Life Coach Philippines, and then operate under Master Coach A Professional Training and Development Services. This is a CPD accredited courses. I am a CPD accredited provider globally. So my accreditation is from CPD group of companies, the number one CPD accreditations in UK. And why I'm telling you all of these things is not for you to brag, but for you to learn that when you go live, like what I'm doing right now, people wants to know you. People wants to hear from you. People wants to know why they would trust you, why they would believe you, why they would say yes to you. And part of that is the vulnerability, because when you share what you do, there are people who would say, there would be snoopers who would say, you're bragging. There would be snoopers who would say, hey, that's not true. But it takes that humility, it takes that vulnerability to say, I am showing up and I'm telling you what I do because, okay, because I want you to see that this authority is not an empty promise, but there are things that I do. There are things that brought me to where I am today. And therefore, if you do the things that I'm sharing with you when I go live, it is really possible for you to achieve results, maybe not exactly the way I'm getting it right now and enjoying my life today, but you can get closer. You can get a little more closer each day with a little practice. Okay. So if you are here right now, Coach Candy, I can see you. Okay. So, Coach Pau, thank you for being here. Okay. Now, I'd like to start with this is going to be six. Okay. So, no matter what you do in social media, whether you do reels, whether you post your image, you do your typical captions, you share from different, all of these things must boil to one point. Okay. So, hear me out on this. All of the things that you do, okay, whether video, whether image, whether you share from anywhere else, okay, when you get to social media and you use the app, this all boils down to one thing. If you want to influence people, you must be coming into this space ready to serve and give value. Okay, so that's the overarching of all of this. Is I'm gonna talk about influence. Okay, I'm gonna be sharing with you why you can influence or how you can influence people. And if you're familiar, okay, I'm gonna be coming and sharing a couple of things you probably have heard of, read, or from Robert Cialdini, if you're familiar, and he talks about the psychology of ethical persuasion. Okay, how do you use psychology to influence people to deal with you, hear you, and in my case, how do I influence my audience, my students to learn from me? So that's going to be my my point of reference for tonight. So if you've heard some of the things that Robert Cialdini have already spoken and shared, then give me a comment, give me a, a high five, and let me know that you are familiar with the works of Robert Cialdini. Okay, so the first thing that you need to understand is in social media, there are people like you. Okay? There are people like you. No matter how you believe you are so unique, okay? No matter how you believe You are one of a kind. There would always be people like you. Okay? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, just like give me a thumbs up if you believe that there are people like you. So in life coaching, in many of my classes, we call this the avatar. There are people like you in social media. Okay, 2.93 billion users of social media, of Facebook in particular. There would like set of people who thinks like you. Okay, believes like you, act like you do, or go to places that you love. All right. So give me like just like a thumbs up. Okay. I like that Master Coach Spin. I got a double thumbs up and a smiley. Okay. So give me a double thumbs up. It's good. Give me a double thumbs up. Give me an emoji. Okay. Give me a clap. Give me a heart. Okay. Let me know. So the first thing that you need to see here is whether you're operating in your timeline, you're operating in your business page, you're operating or engaging in your groups, okay? And whether this is your own group or you are part of this group, okay? The first pillar or the first domain of influence that I'd like you to really look into is the law of reciprocation. Okay, the law of reciprocation. What does it mean? All right, the way you treat the space is the way the space will treat you. Did you hear me? The way you treat the space is the way the space will treat you. Now, I have a group, a coaching community, and it really feels me sad. Okay, it feels me sad when people visit my space or space with just the intention to promote their products and services. Don't get me wrong, I get it. You want to promote, you want to share what you do, you are proud of your business, you are proud of your services, and hey, we also do that. But if you get into my space, to our space, and you just want to promote, you're not getting it, because we are one group with real people. All right. We're real people. Okay, we're real people. There are real people, and I've written it there in the description of my group that hey, we are real people here. There's no AI, there's not even a VA. All my posts, I do it. I do it. Okay. So there's a law of reciprocation. And so if you would just come to a space and you just want to promote, that would also be the kind of people you will attract. If you are one person and you don't want to engage, okay, like you post and you don't engage on these people, then you will also be attracting people who don't engage. Okay. So law of reciprocation truly works in social media, specifically because the algorithm knows this. So if you are one person who engaged a lot, you last there was one conversations that I talked about warming, okay, which I been testing for a couple of months now. When you go to social media and the first thing you do is warm the algorithm, like go to other people's places, pages, comment, give them a thumbs up, give them a heart, comment there, and really engage and give value. You know what? That would be like really something happens to the algorithm, and the algorithm like really push, okay, your post to be seen in the news feed. Okay, some of you have experienced. If that's a yes, if it happens to you, give me an emoji. Just let me know, because when you let me know, I get to understand what gonna be the next topic and the next conversations I'm gonna be sharing with you. All right, so some people would experience being banned. Some people would be experience that Facebook would not allow you to do a couple of things, a certain things for weeks or a week, because somewhere down the line, okay, the algorithm detected you, okay, the AI detected you to be a robot, a machine. And so the only way you can combat that is when you go to social media, be social, because this is social media. So be social. Okay. Come in here, be social. And the only way for you to be social is to activate that part of you that engage, that comments, and warm the algorithm. So how in the world will this turn, okay, your snoopers to buyers? You see, okay, when your snoopers, okay, see that you are a very engaging person, when the snoopers see that you are one person who truly pay attention, they would want to be connected and identified with you because they know that you are commanding the digital space. They would really eventually get into their senses that the best way and the easiest way to get to the algorithm is to really be your client or to be part of what you do. Give me a yes, everyone in the space. Okay, my super fans. Okay, my clients here. Okay, my students here. Yes. Okay, give me a yes. Let them know that it's working. Okay, it's working. Okay, so that's what we do. Okay, so we want that. We want that. We want that people becomes as from snoopers, from snooping, become our clients, and they would naturally want to do business with us if they know that we can give value to them. Okay, literally. Okay, I'm not talking of people who would connect with you and offer a service. I'm talking of real people who wants to buy from you, who wants to engage, who wants to hire you, who wants to be really associated, connected with you because you are positioned as someone who gives value to the algorithm. Okay. Number two, for you to be able to transition from someone who is just being watched, um, taking advantage, you somebody will just get comments or how you create your captions, okay? Or if you don't want to be seen as just a seasonal content creator or a giver or just you just pop when you want it, okay, you want to give the algorithm, okay, this space, okay, where you show up with commitment and consistency. Now when I say commitment, you don't show up with the heck of just showing up and putting just what you think, what you feel at the moment. Commitment means you are committed to create and provide value to your viewers, and you are responsible that whatever you put up there is something that would be valuable to the people. Now, a lot of people would post about their personal experience. How many of you here, you have a product, you're from networking company, you're from direct selling? Of course, we do that in VI. We're from direct selling company. We have a distribution business, and they tell you share your personal story. Okay, share your personal story in social media. Now I see that a lot of people do it, but many of you do it wrong. Okay, now here's how you do it. When you show up in social media and you want to share your personal experience, you just don't say, hey, I got this product A, I got this product B, it's good, it's sumptuous, or it looks good on my skin, buy it. People will not respond. People will not respond. People wants to see and hear your personal experience. And here's the thing. You need to develop the strategy of building the storyline. Okay. You just don't show up in social media and say, hey, I got this new whitening product. I got this new silky product for my skin. Okay. Or I got this new hypoallergenic product and buy it. You don't. Because if you do that, it looks and feels icky fake. Okay. So what we want to do is to build up the story. So somebody put it in the building up the story. Okay. So way back in March 2015, I was awarded, I'm the first. Okay. Hi, Chuck. If you're watching, Chuck and Kim, okay, I'm awarded as the country franchise of vegan essential skincare product. This is a product that I'm so in love. I'm really in love. Okay, so and in terms of quality, in terms of pricing, of course, I would say honestly, there get a lot of couple of improvements we can do in our packaging, but in terms of product per se, super sold. Okay, and it doesn't take any long convincing for me to get that post. I mean, invest on the brand, invest on the company, and it came in 2000 in March 2015, March 15, 2023. So March, April, May. So it's over 2 months. And if you notice, I am not really uh what all out in there, okay, and talking about this product or sharing with you all of them. Of course, I do that in my other business, which is RUC. I write prompts, okay, for our business partners and distributors. By the way, if you want a shortcut to everything that I'm sharing with you, please be part of RUC. That's the shortcut, okay? So all of these things, if you want this in action, just be part of RUC. You get the shortcut, and you say, hey, just fill in the blanks, fill in all those informations. That's it. Okay. So going back, progression, building the story. 2000 March 15, 2023. Okay, 2023, and over 2 months. Over 2 months, and if you notice, barely you start hearing me talk about the product openly. But if you go to my timeline, my personal timeline, look how I do things. All right. I'm posting there. Okay. I'm posting there family trips, moments with my daughter, with my son, on in the car, all the travel. And if you're gonna be very keen to look at those pictures or those images, of course, I share stories about our trip, our bonding, and our relationship building. But you would start to see that these photos are raw photos. It means photos from I just came from work. I just came from decap early in the morning, barely have no makeup. Like right now, I'm doing this, barely, just a lipstick. And I'm building it up, okay, so that when I start talking about, hey, you see all of those things that you start to see changing in my face, in my, you know, in this part, it's because there's a product behind that. So I'm building that story without selling anything. So when I start selling that product, okay, and it's easy now for people to connect. And one business that I also do is I do jewelries. Okay, so I'm a fan of sustainable products, and so stainless steel is the most sustainable material for jewelries, and I'm a super fan of luxury line of stainless steel, and I have an online business for that. And but I'm not showing up and do live selling and hey, buy my jewelries and all of that. But what I do, you would normally see that I would wear that if I go to decap. I would wear that when I go live like this. Okay, and there's variations in what I wear, and you would see because it gets your attention. Okay, so you can do this in a way that you're building it up, and people start noticing that there's something new, okay, which is for good in you. And so your snoopers can become your buyers. How many of you here is saying yes to me? Like, you know. Yes, Master Coach, I like that. The no foundation look. Okay, no foundation every day, which is really good, by the way. Okay, so it saves a lot of money. It saves a lot of time, and trust me, it feels good. If you're 50, I'm 50. I'm turning 51 in a few days from now. It feels good if you can look at yourself in the mirror, barely less. Okay, if you can go less, it's a very beautiful feeling. And later on in life, I probably would really speak to the market of people on 50 up, and specifically those women who's going through menopausal stage, where normally you go through dryness, you go through all of these changes in your body, and you start feeling insecure. All right, so I'm going to talk about that. So, now, commitment and consistency, because people trust you if you show up consistently. Number three, this is six. Okay. Number three, social proof. Now, I know how you do the social proof. Okay? And oftentimes, the social proof is you interview, you get a comment from someone, and you post their reviews of you if you are a service provider. Yes, connecting all my clients can see that. Or you get a, you get to post them with their products and you post it. This can work. But to me, the greatest, or to me, what's working as a social proof is when I can see my clients posting about us. Us. Not just me. Because when your client just talk about, oh, I'm so grateful for coach da 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 da, or this salary da 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 da, and they talk just about you, it feels icky, salesy, and fake. Okay, so what I'm looking when I read a post of my clients is my client talks about us. All right. So there's my client, there's me, and there's the relationship between us. And mind you, I have a lot of clients right now on the screen. I don't orchestrate it. I don't ask them to do it. I don't give script. I don't give spiel. Please. Yeah, no spiel. Okay. Can you please put it in the screen on the chat box? No spiel. Okay. So I don't. So what I do is to make sure, okay, to make sure. So if you want to know how to do it, okay, you better connect with me, become a client, and I'll show you how I do it. But I make sure that every conversations that I have with my client, I'm gonna leave something in the conversations that they will feel worthy of sharing, worthy of talking about, worthy of like going out in there, okay, sharing to other people, that they would be excited to share the experience. So it's the value that I want to make sure I live in every touch points. All right, every touch points. Now, if it's tangible product, okay, so normally I can be very funny. I can be very funny when I do sales pitch, or I can be very inspirational. I can be very persuasive, depending on the people, depending on the product. Okay. So it changes. Okay. So if I talk about Evian, okay, my water, or I'm no longer connected with a company, but I'm a super fan. And until now, that's my drink, that's my water, that's also the water at Decap. When I talk about Evian, I can be very, very informative. I can be very, very passionate about it. Okay. When I talk about my jewelries, okay, I can be very fancy about it. Okay. I can be very light, and I can have a lot of trivias of how this, and all of those things. When I talk about vegan essentials, when I talk about the soap, I can be very, very like to the details of how your skin looks chakadals. Okay. Or I could say, hey, how can you not afford a 220 pesos, so you deserve it? So it depends on that, but I want to make sure that that point of conversations is truly worth sharing by the person. And I think that is the most important or effective way of creating social proof. Connecting. Okay, connecting. If you're connecting, please let me know in the chat box. So I am one person who draws a lot of energy, especially on a late night conversations like that, from many of you who would say I'm connecting. Yes, Coach Berna, you're here. I can see you. Coach Tien, thank you. All right. Now, the next part is liking. Okay, so liking. So when you say liking, they say this is like the friendly tip. I don't want to say thief because I hate thieves. I hate thieves. Ayoko ng taong nagnanakaw. So, but Robert Cialdini talked this thing as the friendly thief. And what he means is that whenever you give someone, okay, whenever you how many of you here felt bad that somebody have stolen from you? How many of you? Okay, let's just put this on the radar. How many of you feels bad when somebody steals from you? How many of you? How many of you don't feel like you're supposed to be taken advantage of? And whenever a person steals from you, you feel bad. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. When you take credit of someone, okay, in the business, it feels bad, right? And the person feels that you're stealing from her. Now, here's how this principle works. Imagine not stealing, okay? Not stealing, okay, that thing from the person, but turning around the table and say, look at this person, okay, owning this. Look at this person using this product. Okay, look at my friend having this. Okay. When you do that, instead of stealing from the person, you are developing this kind of likelihood that the next buyer, the next person, the next customer will also be lifted that way, the way you did to the other person. So, like the liking. Okay. So, imagine you are a snooper, okay, and you snoop into my space and I keep talking about Coach Candy Tay. Remember last, if you have you did not, you missed my episode last week, episode 4, where I announced Coach Candy as the new, okay, drum roll, okay, the new um RD for NCR of Vegan Essentials. Okay. And if you're snooping in my space and you realize like I like that, I want that. Okay. How can I get into that space and I don't even have to pay that woman, and a woman would just like boom, do it for me. The liking. I want that thing of Coach Candy, that kind of liking. Okay. So you become a client. Okay, you want to be part of what we are doing in the tribe. How many of you is getting this? Okay, so that's how you implement the liking. Okay, so yes, do I get a yes? Do I get a yes here? Okay, so I'm now on my fourth. Okay, so I'm now on my fourth. I have two more. So yes, okay, yes, yes. And the last two. Okay, so now I'm gonna be on my five, on my fifth. Now, my fifth is super favorite, and I'm teaching this to my students, specifically in apprentice program. I talk about authority. Okay, we talk about authority post. We talk about borrowed authority. So you see how my students, my clients would, when they connect me in their post, when they connect with my post, they naturally increase their traffic in their pages and they get all these bonuses from um, Facebook. But here's where I want to show you behind the scene. Okay, are you ready? Okay, so this part of authority to me is super grandeur. And if you plan this very well, this would really change the trajectory of your business. So I hope you're ready. Give me a hashtag ready on the chat box. Okay, so if you are snooping, for those who just snoop on this live, okay, I saved the best for the last. Okay, so if you are here, okay, thank you, congratulations. Okay, so this authority, I'm gonna show you how I do it right now. Okay, so one of the things that I normally do, okay, on my birth month, which is June, which is coming in the next 48 hours. Okay, so that's why it's very important that you mark that today is May 30, 2023. In the next 48 hours, it's gonna be June. It's gonna be the my birth month. And what I normally do on on my birth month, okay, is I lavishly, okay, provide a lot of gifts and a lot of bonuses, a lot of giveaways, everything you can name it on my birthday. So, and this time on my 50th, 51st, okay, so the close of, I'm turning 51 by June 14, I'm doing something super big, okay? We're doing something super big, and you probably have seen that, okay? We're doing this, okay? Gusto mo bang sumama? Okay. This is not just you being in Newport, okay, Chatter Arts for El Bimbo, but truly the value of that is you availing an unlimited coaching call from me, from my senior coaches for 1 year, and that package costs at 100,000 plus, and I'm giving it for 10,000 pesos only. Okay, so listen, listen how it's being done in terms of authority. Behind that, okay, I'm also giving a trauma boot camp. I'm doing a trauma boot camp for free. I'm doing a face-to-face mental health coaching for free. I am, if you are first, you are one of the first 100, I'm giving you shirts. I'm giving, and then giving a lot of values, by the way. Now, here's where it gets juicy and where I found the authority. Okay. The authority now comes from, imagine, okay, imagine with all of these bonuses, okay, we're gonna kick off, okay, that 1 year journey with one intimate night watching a musical show. But here's where it gets truly nailing down or like pinning the authority. We got, okay, the SBIP tickets full block of that night, June 16th. And this is something that when you do your best, of course, okay, you can do it in other way. You can implement it in other way. What I'm talking about is when you use authority, you don't use the authority to brag. You use the authority to bring people in your space to partake of that opportunity to be a blessing to others. Because right now, when we do all of the things that we're doing, it's actually the people in my space, my coaching tribe, who's really going out there reaping this conversation, this engagement. And where the authority is being built up is because I am the person behind what they're able to do. So we were just having a conversations early this morning in our GC, and I was saying, I think, okay, you've this is the week you have spoken to the most number of people. Like you've never been to this like this week in your life that you have so much conversations. And that's where the authority building is. And oftentimes we think that authority building is just about what you have achieved. No. Authority building is being able to show up in social media where you're able to bring people together. You're able to create something that never been created, never done before, and with huge impact, that the center is not about you, but about the people. And imagine that. So I could just imagine June 16, 343 people coaching professionals and clients. Imagine them marching in the Newport, okay, theater, diba? And all going there, celebrating, friendship, building. Some of you, I will be meeting for the first time. That's just like an awesome experience. So that's the authority you need to build in social media. or in your business being able to do that. Down on my five, on my sixth, okay, after my finishing five, down on my sixth, developing influence is talking about scarcity, okay, to the brim, by the way, real thing, okay. What many influencers or many people in social media is doing it all wrong is they do cosmetic scarcity. They say there are only few of these people of view of this, and but it's not true. When you use this scarcity method, you've got to use this for real. For example, going back to this 1 year unlimited coaching program, and we say it's limited. You know how you know it's limited? There are only 343 seats, less my seat, less the seat of my daughter. So you probably look into 340, 339. Okay, seats are limited. Therefore, you know that there were only just that number of people who would partake of this once in a lifetime crazy gift that I'm giving. And I've been saying this, I probably would not do this for the next 10 years of my life. This is going to be like, this is my gift for the decade. So I entered the decade 51. I probably would not do this for the next 10 years. But lo and behold, maybe there are people in the space, master coaches, me and the rest of my community managers, Coach Sean probably would say, yes, I want to do this, master coach. Go ahead, do it. Okay. But for me, this is gonna be the first time and probably the last for a decade. Okay. I don't know what happens next when I reach 60, who knows? But for now, this crazy idea of 1 year unlimited coaching call for 300 plus people is going to be a real deal you should not miss. And the scarcity there is real. So I'm not making up the scarcity, it's real. So how many of you is saying yes to me? How many of you is excited to join me to meet me, okay, on June 16th? Okay. I want you to take it a moment because sometimes being part of that scarcity equation level you up to 100 times better. So thank you so much for joining this space tonight. Share your hashtag ROI. Let me know if any way I'm able to contribute, create value to you. If you have questions, if you have some notes, if you have some conversations that you want to bring to my space, I welcome you and I hope that you will not miss the opportunity of a lifetime to be part of what we're doing. Gusto mo bang sumama? Life Coach Philippines offers you this 1 year unlimited coaching program. And with that, starting June 1, okay, and for the next 12 days, join me inside TikTok broadcast space. I'm going to be doing a live class of the 12 coaching programs that we're offering for this beautiful gift from Life Coach Philippines. So this is Master Coach A, in behalf of all the coaching people in the space, to my business partners here in S1 Group of Companies, to the business partners from Vegan Essentials, and to every one of you who's saying yes to every live that I do, for all your comments, for everything that you are blessing me and my family. Maraming maraming pong salamat. It's been a wonderful Tuesday night. Late Night Entrep Talk every Tuesday, 10 p.m. here at S1 Group of Companies. Master Coach A here saying love, bam, boom, love, bam, boom, love, bam, boom. Stay blessed and be a blessing. Good night, everyone. I'll see you again next Tuesday. Bye bye.